Hey guys, thanks for watching. So today's video is actually intended for those of you mommies out there. This is a quick makeup look and it basically is intended to do within 10 minutes. It's nothing fancy, just a flawless full coverage type of look with some brows, a little bit of mascara, blush and bronzer, and some lips. I know with babies, you're always in a rush. You rarely get any time to yourself, so to have a full face of makeup and look decent is a little bit difficult sometimes. The key to fast makeup is powder foundation. Depending on how many coats of powder foundation you use, you can get a medium to full coverage. The key to it though, when you're using powder, is to moisturize well. The more moisturizer, the better for any powder look. Because powder tends to cling onto any dry areas, you want to make sure that you're moisturized very, very well so that you don't come out looking blotchy. So if you want to learn how to get this quick look, just keep watching. So when you're in a hurry and you're a mom and you don't have 30-40 minutes to put a full face of makeup on, the first thing that you should go to is powder foundation. Now that's going to give a full coverage type of effect, but without the time-consuming application. Well, I have the Bare Minerals, their original foundation, and this is the loose powder. So it comes in one of these little jars. And it's just the loose version of it. Because during the winter months, I tend to get a little bit more dry. I tend to go towards something that's gonna give me a dewy or luminous look. You're gonna need a flat top kabuki brush. I got this from Target. It just came in one of their little gift sets, and I love this brush. What you do is you basically are gonna take some of that powder foundation, and I actually just grab some of it in my brush. And what I do with that amount is then I swirl it in the cap. Once you've swirled it, you're just gonna tap off the excess. And what you do then is you're just gonna swirl it on. I'm going to grab a little bit more. The good thing about mineral foundation is that it's so light. You don't have to worry about cakiness if you did need to add another layer. Don't forget the neckline. Now, the good thing about the Bare Minerals foundation, this loose powder foundation, is that you can use a concealer brush and with the same powder foundation, conceal any areas that you need a little bit more coverage on. I typically, because I get red around my nose area and my chin, I typically just go over those areas. Same concept, you just grab some on the lid, tap the rest. A little bit more, and I'm just gonna go right under my eyes, just a tad bit. So the next step is eyebrows. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is this little pencil here. It basically has a little brush at the end on one side and then the pencil on the other side. So what I'm gonna do is just fill in my brows quickly, starting at the bottom, following my natural hairline. And I'm kind of extending this one out a little bit more just because my left brow is a little bit longer than my right now because I over plucked the last time that I did them. Towards the inner corner here, just really lightly, I'm just gonna flick the pencil up really softly, just because I don't want that harsh look towards the middle of the brow. I'm sorry, the inner corner of the brow. Is that what you would call it, the inner corner? Let's call it that. Now after I got my brows on, I'm going to take this palette here. It's the In the Balm of Your Hands by The Balm Cosmetics. I'm just going to bronze up my face with that Bahama Mama shade there. Just right at the hollows of my cheeks, just in that area where my ear starts down to the bottom. Just to give a little bit of color, and on my temples. And then also the bottom of my chin. And then down at the bottom of my chin. You know, I'm gonna pin this hair back because it's irritating me. Okay, so now that I've bronzed up my face a little, what I'm gonna do is take a brush like this, kind of like a medium dome brush, just to place a little bit of color on my lids. I'm just gonna take, I'll just take this little Cabana Boy. It's actually a blush shade, but I'm gonna use it as my shadow today. So I'm just gonna take that and place it right at the crease, just to give me some color. I'm not gonna go for any eye look just because this is supposed to be fast makeup look. So now that I've got some color on my lids so that I can look alive and not so pale, I'm gonna take this Anastasia of Beverly Hills pencil duo here, and it's got kind of like a matte type of pinky shade, and then on the other side it's kind of like a more of a shimmer type shade there. So what I'm gonna do is with the shimmer part of it, I always put it in my inner corner on both eyes just to kind of brighten up my look. And then what I do with the matte side of it is I'm gonna go in my waterline, and I'm just gonna line the inner rim of my eye just to kind of make my eyes pop, make them look a little more open. Now once I've done that, I'm gonna take my mascara, and I've just got the Stila, the Huge Lash mascara here. I got this from, I think it was Birchbox, one of the little subscription boxes that I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place mascara on my lashes. Once I've placed the mascara, what I'm gonna do is place some blush. I'm gonna take my Duo Fiber brush, and this is basically like the white top. It looks pink because I've used it already for blush. And I'm just gonna take that same palette, and I'm gonna go into the Cabana Boy, and I'm just gonna place that above that bronzer that I had placed earlier. Same on the other side. I'm gonna take a brush. It doesn't have any product on it. I just use this to kind of blend everything in. In my case, because I can't go without lips, I do use a lip liner. I'm gonna use the MAC Spice. I'm going to take this little sample that I got also from one of my subscription boxes. I think it was Ipsy. It's from the Balm Cosmetics. It's the Meet Matte Hues Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. The color is Committed, and I am so in love with this shade. Every time that I go to Kohl's or any other store that I know of that has the Balm Cosmetics, they're out of this color. So I haven't had my hands on it yet, but so far I've been using the heck out of this sample. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that. This is what I do when I'm in a hurry, if I want to look decent but don't want to spend 30-40 minutes in front of the mirror doing the full face of makeup. And with a baby, it's kind of like if if they're napping, you gotta go. Get ready. So you do it in the time that you have. I don't typically put liner or anything else. This is what I'm left with. Just very simple, fresh face looking skin, and some brows, a little bit of mascara, some lip gloss or lipstick, and a little bit of blush and bronzer, and you're good to go.